Hello everyone, this is coadb.com, or the Coat of Arms database, and today we are briefly going to discuss about 15 different coats of arms in the Jordan family. But before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy and ancestral research services at our website. Please visit the link in our description. We are typically able to trace your family's ancestry back several hundred years and determine whether or not they owned a coat of arms. The first Jordan coat of arms to discuss is that of Jordaine, blazon sable, 3 mullets of 6 points pierced argent, a border ermine, and this was associated with the area of Windsor Forest in County Berkshire, England, a family that descended from Reginald Jordaine, born in the year 1210. He was the hereditary forester of Windsor Park, and the arms were likely granted to his son, John Jordaine, born around the year 1235. Next is Argent on a chevron between 3 greyhounds' current gules, found in Pembroke, Wales, of Anglo-Norman origin, the first settler in Wales having been Jordan de Cantington, one of the companions of Martin of Tours in his conquest of Kemmes. Centuries later, a Leonard Jordan married an heiress of the Dompledale family, and we also know this same coat of arms was borne by the Jordans of Wellington or Wellington, who descended from a Willimus Jorden of County Lincolnshire, who had sons Willimus, Thomas, and Roger. Next is quarterly, 1st and 4th, Argent, 3 mullets, gules, Jordan, 2nd and 3rd, Sable, a chevron or between 3 garbs argent. This coat of arms was that of Giles Jordan, who died in the year 1415. He was of Loughborough, County Leicestershire, England, and this coat of arms was found on his tomb. Next is Azure, Semi of Crosses Crosslet, a lion rampant or, associated with a Jordan living in County Dorset, England. Azure, a lion rampant between 8 crosses crosslet fitchy or, a chief of the 2nd. Crest, a football proper. This was granted to Sir William Jordan or Jordaine of Chevron, County Wiltshire, England in 1604, son of William Jordaine of the same county and Anne Kemmes of Sussex. And I think this coat of arms also had a different crest associated with it. The football is an alternative one, I assume from a later date. I'm not sure. Next is gules, a lion rampant between 8 crosses crosslet fitchy or, a chief of the 2nd. And this is associated with Pigeonsford and County Cardigan in Wales. And I believe this was the arms of George Bowen Jordan, who died in 1881, whose original surname was Price. Next is gules, a lion rampant between 3 crosses crosslet or. We know that the Mac Jordans, chiefs of the barony of Galen, were established at Ballylahan Castle in the 17th century. They lost the majority of their lands under Cromwellian confiscation, but were allowed to retain the Ross-Leven estate in the parish of Bohola. And a Miles Henry Jordan, Esquire of Ross-Leven, held the town lands in the county of Mayo, and his estates, he had 510 acres in the year 1876. Sable, an eagle displayed in Ben between 2 cotices argent on a chief or, 3 oak leaves vert. This is for Jordaine, County Somerset, a family who descended from Richard Jordan, who had sons John and William. John had a son named Peter Jordan, born in 1322, who was the father of William, born in 1369. Next is Sable, an eagle displayed in bend between two codices Argent, a sinister canton or, Crest, a lion sagent or, holding in his dexter foot an eagle's head erased Sable. This was associated with Mountfield in Sussex, England, and I believe this is possibly the arms of Reverend Richard Jordan, who died in the year 1835, Vicar of Mountfield and Sussex, the brother of Lieutenant Charles Jordan of the Royal Navy. A similar coat of arms, this was borne by Edward Jordan, Esquire of Priorslee in County Salop, England, who was sheriff of said county in the year 1720. Argent, a fess sable, a mullet of the field, in chief issuant from the fess 2 lions rampant gules. This coat of arms was recorded in the funeral entry of Christopher Jordan of Dublin, Ireland, who died in the year 1634. Per pale, azure, and or, a chevron between 3 lozenges, all counterchanged, and then on a chief gules 3 martlets of the second. This was associated with a Jordan in County Wiltshire, England. Now we come to France. We have vert a fess or in chief 2 estoiles of the second in base a gander Argent. Originally from Languedoc, then fled to Dauphine and Piedmont, descended from Abraham Jordan, born 1638, who was the father of Henry, who was the grandfather of Antoine Henry Jordan, born 1795, and alderman of the city of Lyon in France. Next is per fess first vert a mural crown gules, second Argent 3 hunting horns gules, tied in bands or the 2 from the chief placed palewise, the mouthpiece downwards, the back to the dexter, and so on and so forth. And this coat of arms was granted to Emmanuel Gottfried Jordan, a government councillor of Silesian descent, who was ennobled in the Kingdom of Prussia in 1789. Next is gules, a left arm, Argent, the hand carnation, holding a sword, Argent, shield fimbriated or. So there's some loose translation here from French, I think. That's not quite right. The left crest, the left arm resting on the elbow. And then we have, this was the arms of Michael von Jordan, born around the year 1590, a Swedish colonel who was ennobled in the year 1638 for his merit rendered and displayed during the 30 Years' War. He also received a lot of lands and later became governor. And he was the son of Michael Jordan, who died in 1626, a mayor, civil servant, and member of the Baltic German bourgeoisie. And lastly, for the purposes of this video, there are many more. We have Sable, a chappy ploy, or the or charged with 2 pomegranates, Sable, open gules, and Sable charged with the pomegranate, open gules, the tail downwards, leaves each of 2 pieces. This was associated with a family or individual from Vienna, Austria, and the coat of arms was granted in the year 1477. If you enjoyed this video and would like to discover who your ancestors were and whether or not they owned a coat of arms, please visit us at coadb.com. Thank you very much.